the biggest question is what should we be focused on and how do one prioritize solutions? To determine this, one needs to understand the various influences, stakeholders, legislative requirements, and others, especially in a regulated environment like the municipalities. That boils down to the next question: what is the problem we really want to address? Ultimately, the focus needs to be citizen centric, and not in all cases may the problems we are trying to address be perceived as focusing on the citizen. But in the long run, this will have a positive effect on the services, whether directly or indirectly, that is delivered to the citizens. The smart city vision of Cape Agulhas is as follows. Cape Agulhas Municipality, the southernmost municipality in Africa, providing an agile, interconnected environment to enable a sustainable and prosperous community. And to give more meaning to this, we derived 5 initiatives or focus areas from a strategic perspective. Firstly, smart infrastructure, smart safety, smart environment, smart governance, smart economy. This area aligned to the NDP, the National Development Plan, and our own IDP, and consists of various focus areas, but addressing all these areas will obviously not happen overnight, but taking approach conducive to most of these initiatives was key to this municipality. We also acknowledge that technology alone is not the answer in all cases, but it can form a basis to a lot thereof. The first challenge we wanted to address in Cape Agulhas was connectivity, safety, and water scarcity, or at the least the management of and the monitoring of our water. The implementation of low power wide area network, the LPWAN, or IoT related implementation, and the TCP based network was the first thing that we needed to address to enable the municipality Cape Agulhas to realize the planned future implementations that we plan. And that was successfully deployed within 4 months. During the network deployment phase, a project was kicked off to implement Wi-Fi hotspots in all municipal wards to enable our youth and local economic development opportunities in our Cape Agulhas area. And this led to various youth projects utilizing this infrastructure and provide access to information and connectivity for entrepreneurs that do not usually have access to resources to now access, without taking anything out of their own pockets. In the first 3 months, the project uses about 8.1 terabyte of data that at that stage equated to around 930,000 Rand if they were to buy it themselves. And also in the first phase, we started to focus on the implementation of CCTV cameras and the number plate recognition, the LPR solutions, to assist the mitigation of safety and security threats. This became especially helpful during the COVID times, where law enforcement had challenges being able to monitor all areas in the municipality. It also provides valuable information that management were able to use for planning purposes during these times, and especially when it comes to resource management and deployment. As previously stated, the implementation of a functional LPWAN network was key to the success of future projects and challenges. And after a rigorous process, an implementation roadmap for Cape Agulhas was developed, focusing on various aspects and needs in the municipal area. One does, however, need to be aware of the immense financial implications any new initiative brings to the table, but one should also consider the possible future value it can have. The, the biggest project till date in Cape Agulhas is the water conservation and demand management project that is currently underway. Water resources is becoming more and more scarce, and there are various reasons, like we've got a lot of development in Cape Agulhas, population growth, water losses that needs to be considered. There is a lot of variables in this implementation, and the key purpose of this is to understand what is going on in the water supply and water demand networks. Till date, we can now monitor in Cape Agulhas, in this small municipality, we can monitor the ground level and the flow in near real time from all active boreholes in Cape Agulhas to the reservoirs and the dams it services. And this may seem like a very easy task, but a lot of variables needs to be considered with this one implementation type alone. We can also monitor the levels of all our reservoirs and dams with the balls on a single platform, and with the current implementation of VSD, the variable speed drive at strategic nodes, we will soon be able to control the related pumps as well as monitor their power usage. There's a lot of advantages to this, like less time required to visit each of these sites, to the managing of the pumping schedules that can contribute to huge water resource and electricity savings over a period. A lot still needs to happen in this space, and a lot more can be said. But we feel confident at Cape Agulhas that once we equip all nodes in water network, it will add a lot of value to the citizens in terms of service delivery, future developments, and job creation. Other advantages are the fact that Cape Agulhas Municipality can use this platform and information gathered from it to inform our citizens on the current state of our resources, and that they can play their part in water conservation as well. The Cape Agulhas Municipality also developed its own app, Cape Agulhas app, to enhance communication to its citizen and implement portals where they can submit building plans and town planning applications. And looking towards the future, we are focusing on smart implementations that can benefit the public in terms of red tape reduction. But one aspect that is key to this development is digitization strategy that is aligned to the various strategies, inclusive of the smart city strategy for Cape Agulhas Municipality. And other focus areas that I need to mention also here, other focus areas of future includes the following departments aligned to the identified initiative in the smart city strategy. And firstly, water supply, water demand, wastewater and sanitation, roads and stormwater, solid waste, building control, infrastructure services, supply chain management, protection services, municipal manager, finance and IT, planning and administration, electricity, local economic development and tourism, human development, human settlement, public services, and lastly, library services. So that is a mouthful on our future plans on our smart city idea.